Welcome back to Let's Play Trails in the Sky the Third. My name's Karsten. So we have... no, this button. We've done all the moon doors. We've done most of the star doors. Next one is... bring to me the Repenting Patriot. Sounds like Richard to me. Interesting that the last one there is 14, but it implies there's a 15 here, which I haven't found, and maybe later on. Anyway. Yep. Grant you a memory fragment and my blessing. Oh my, look at all this. Will prove useful. I see, you sure found out a lot. This many potential sales routes, I've got nothing to fear. I'll be able to make my move into the Erbonian capital as soon as I'm ready with this kind of information. You asked us to investigate the current situation with regards to orphan sales in Erbonia, so I centered my investigation around stores in the region itself. And you did a fantastic job, too. Still, the problem of transport remains. After all, old Morden's got his grubby hands all over the international liners already. The Borden family has preferential access to 40% of the local load capacity of international airliners leaving Liberal for Erebonia. However, they're no longer the only available option. They're now private carriers as well. Here's some supplementary materials regarding that issue. Hey, you certainly come prepared, don't you? Well, this request ended up taking a little longer than originally anticipated. Consider this a little extra on us in exchange. I like those who think 2 steps ahead. You sure you don't want to come and work for me? I'll pay you handsomely. I'm certainly flattered you think highly enough of my skills to offer. I'm not sure I have what it takes to be successful in the cutthroat world of business, though. I'm a rather timid man, you see. Come now, you can't fool me. Oh well. Do keep my offer in mind, if you would. Please allow us to escort you out. Oh, since I have you here, maybe I should give you one more thing to look into. I've already had Simon get started, but I'm not sure he's up to the task. I'd be happy to help if I can. Will this be another request to research a foreign market? It certainly will. Oh, look what you've got over there. Perfect. This place right here. Red State? Usual choice. It's quite a small place. That just makes it easier to seize a majority in the market. Small as it is, it's not like it isn't accessible by airliner. And what market there may be there is all but free for the taking right now. So you want us to research the potential size of the market there, in other words? Shall we focus entirely on the orpiment market, or broaden the scope of our investigation and look into the market in general? The market in general. You think you can do it? With ease. I'll get in touch with one of our staff members stationed near the state right away and begin weighing options. That's what I wanted to hear. I'll be back here next week anyway. We can discuss the details then. Until then, take care. Or it's quite far inland. Weren't the Rains brothers in that general area of the continent? Yes, they are. I'll get in contact with them later. Thank you. She's not a merchant of bows for nothing, is she? Always coming in with such interesting, ambitious requests. She's not half as ambitious as you are. I think you may be overestimating me a little there. Well, can you show our next visitor in? Certainly. Hello there, Alan. Sorry for dropping in on you again. Just wanted to get your input on another little something regarding the city's finances. Oh, that won't be a bother at all. Please take a seat. So what exactly can I help you with today? All seems to be going rather well with this business now, don't you think? Indeed. Although I admit that it's taking me time to adjust my days being so peaceful, I do miss having a sense of tension in my life. That's something you'll just have to live with, I'm afraid. We're civilians now, not soldiers. True enough. In any case, it's an honor to be able to live and work with you in the city where you were born, Your Excellency. Monet. I really would prefer it if you addressed me as Sir now. My apologies, sir. No need to apologize. I think we should probably go inside. I'm not sure I like the look of the sky. Hey. Sir? Something the matter? Nothing of much importance. Just noticed that we seem to have mistakenly received another letter intended for the mayor. It's understandable that it keeps happening given that this building was previously his. It is a tad troublesome nonetheless. I suppose I'd better go and deliver it to him. Could be something important. Now, sir? Couldn't it wait? It seems like it's going to start raining any minute. It's not too far. Even if it does start raining, I won't be exposed to it for long. Can I ask you to handle the regular reports in the meantime? Yes, of course. No mistaking it. The letter was sealed in a special way we used in the intelligence division. The letter itself is a meaningless decoy. The real message is concealed in how the envelope itself is sealed. It means come to the landing port. Someone from the intelligence division is calling me in hopes of speaking to me. That's likely because they bear a deep-seated resentment towards me and what I did to them. I have a duty to go and see them. After all, I was their commander. I was the one who pushed their life off the rails and ruined their future. Waiting for you. It was you, Center. Indeed, it's good to see you again, Colonel. Pleased to see you're still well. I'm not a colonel anymore, Sender. I feel as though saying as much has become a hobby. No one around me seems willing to correct themselves. I'm aware, but today I intend to address you as Colonel nonetheless. I called you here because I have something that I need to ask you. I hope you can forgive me for forcing you to come out here with the weather so poor. If I can answer your questions, I will. Don't feel as if you need to hold back on my account. And accept something in the answer I give you, by all means say so. And I'll get straight to the point. Why did you leave the army behind, Colonel? What happened to your love to your country? I see you, at least, return to the military. I was relieved to see that, in truth. You're always an exceptionally capable soldier, even back in the military academy. The misfortune of meeting me. If I had the misfortune of being caught up in my foolishness, you'd probably be a field officer by now. I'm truly sorry about what I did to you. Just don't get me wrong, Colonel. I don't in any way blame you or harbor resentment for what you did. You thought about what was best for the country more than anyone else I know. Your patriotism was genuine and heartfelt. So I don't regret following you at all. I'm honored that I could. It's certainly true that doing so has become a significant obstacle in my chances of promotion. But I couldn't care less about that. As long as I can continue to serve in the military, serve the country I love with all my heart, I'm happy. Know that I harbor no ill feelings towards you regarding the past. But what are you doing now? You used to worry for this country's future more than any of us. You cared for it more than any other. Yet instead of picking yourself up and trying to work for your nation again, you left the army behind. And now you're running some sort of company that deals with the rich? Just what happened to your patriotism? I beg of you, return to the military. You're a capable man. Those skills of yours would be a valuable asset to the force, and it's where you should be using them. I'm sorry, Senator. Cannot ever return to the army again. Why? Why, Colonel? You repented more than enough for your actions. Both General Morgan and Brigadier General Bright actively desire your return. I and all the other soldiers in my position would be overjoyed to have you in our ranks again. So why? Why do you look at me with that sad expression and tell me it's not possible? Why would you apologize to me? Make no mistake, Cinder. I haven't abandoned my love for my country. It burns as brightly in my heart as it ever did. But what I did was truly terrible. Organized a coup d'etat, destabilizing this nation, disrupting the lives of countless people. Thanks to the help of all those around me, I was able to realize what a foolish mistake I made. And yet in my heart, I feel exactly the same way I always did. I'm not sure what you mean. In spite of all that happened, my love for my country is unchanged. I still feel the blind desire to do anything I can to aid Liberal, no matter how reckless or dangerous it may be. The same man I was when I plotted that coup d'etat. Not a thing has changed. That thought, Cinder, terrifies me. Then you can leave the military because you had lost your love for your country. You're saying you left it because you still love your country? Forgive me. I have no right to be making excuses to you and trying to justify myself. Not after I dragged all of you down with me and ruined your lives forever. I truly am sorry for what I did to you and all the other members of the division. Please don't misunderstand. I didn't leave the army in an attempt to run away from my own weakness. Nor did I leave it because I was ashamed of the treatment I received for my actions. What happened, I thought long and hard about what I should have done instead of what I did. Trying to work out where I'd gone wrong. As I did that, I noticed something vitally important that I'd failed to realize up to that point. Setting up the intelligence division, I began gathering information and using it to protect Liberal. Thinking about it now, I didn't know the first thing about the nature of information at the time. Information isn't something that exists alone. It only exists when people use it and see it as something of worth. Furthermore, the value of that information can change radically depending on the position and perspective of those who look at it. Can't help but wonder if overlooking this simple fact was what caused my patriotism to start to become more of a force of harm than good. More along the line, I started to believe that only information I saw as valuable was of any importance. As a result, I ended up wanting power in order to compensate for the weakness of my own heart. Thinking back, I think what I really needed was a different perspective through which to view information, one separate from the military, one that doesn't see a country or people way of life as a system or as numbers and absolutes. I need to be collecting information that was disadvantageous to Liberal too, rather than cast it all aside. I needed to view the surrounding nations in a variety of lights while collecting a wide variety of information from a freer perspective. Do you believe the company you're running now is capable of doing that? Yes, I do. Can't say for sure that this will allow me to avoid repeating my past mistakes. There was something more important that I should have been doing before giving thought to any of this to begin with. In the end, I came to the conclusion that Liberal needs a fresh perspective. Then resolved to leave the army. Needs means to gather intel, make another intelligence division. Brigadier General Bright to worry about, not me. Still, the civilian population has no such group or organization. It's never had one. Doubt anyone in the civilian world has ever thought to create one in order to gather and accurately analyze information either. That's why I, as a civilian like any other, chose to establish RNA research, believing that I am the right person to be the first to do so. You don't have any intention of returning to the military, do you? If there wasn't any part of me that longed to return to my days of active service, I would be lying. I'm hoping that through this, I'll be able to become another eye by which to support his nation. I see my current occupation as a new way to show my love for my country. I wonder if that makes any sense. Or a coward. No doubt every word you're saying is objectively correct. That's how you've always been. There's never been room for rebuttal in your arguments. But Colonel, you're also no longer the man who swore to forge this kingdom's future with his own two hands. Goodbye, Colonel. We'll never meet again. Not true. It's not true at all, Sender. I was on the path I now walk, believing it to be right, certainly. But even I don't know for sure what I'm doing is correct. And now I'm terrified of the possibility that I might be making the wrong choice. Or that the road I walk might be the makings of yet another grave mistake. I don't have the same power that Brigadier General Bright does. Really am helpless. Sir? You didn't have to come out here in the rain. You should return to the office. You'll catch a cold staying out here much longer. Don't I? He's just having trouble coming to terms with his new life, too. Just can't forget the fervent enthusiasm of the intelligence division. If he doesn't feel like he belongs in the world that's come after it, the day will eventually come when he'll be able to understand what you said. Exactly what happened to me, you know. True enough, I suppose. You're right. Shall we be going then, Kanoni? Yes, sir. Ended up quite this soaked. Are you alright? Fine, don't worry about me. This actually brings back fond memories of the survival training I underwent back at the academy. Do you think you should go and get changed into some dry clothes, though, sir? A little rain never hurt anyone. I believe I was half bad at my own survival training, you know? And then... Encrypted call. Lance did mention he had some information of interest in his report earlier. Perhaps this relates to that. It's possible. It would mean that something has happened over in the Republic. Yes, it's me. Can you please stop calling me that? Yes, that's right. Yes. In the Eastern Quarter. Don't have anyone there yet thinking about it? Alright, I'll look into it as best I can. Right. You be careful too. Has something happened? Another Jaeger Corps has entered the Eastern Quarter. A sizable one too. The Red Constellation. Really? You've read a lot of activity on the Jaeger front of late. Your arrival makes it very likely the power struggle there will begin to worsen too. Doubt the old intelligence division network is going to be sufficient to fully stay on top of the situation. I think I may have to head there personally. Still have doubts about what I'm doing. Nothing about my love for my country has changed. Nothing at all. Is it even possible for me to find and walk the right path this time? Is it truly possible for any mortal to forge the correct path through life? I don't know. All I can do is try to follow the path I believe to be right in hopes that I'm not mistaken. Including those who supported me and worked to right my wrongs. Sir? Something wrong, sir? Oh, you're here, Kanone? I did tell you didn't need to come and see me off, you know. You did, but I'm afraid that simply won't do. Seeing off their superiors is the duty of a subordinate. Perhaps in the military, but that's no longer the world we live in. There's no need to act like a soldier anymore. Oh, and one more thing. Please do take good care of things in the office while I'm gone. I think the odds of any large requests you'll struggle to handle without me coming in are fairly low at least, but leave everything to me, sir. Be sure to handle every request that comes in with care and kindness. I'm well aware you always look forward to taking on small requests too, so they will be given the same high standards of service as any other. You know me too well. Seek? What on earth is Julius Bird doing here? Don't you sit on His Excellency's arm as if it's your own personal property? Please tell me, there's no need to glare at him like that. So please stop calling me Your Excellency. This is addressed to me. This looks like a letter from HQ. As in military HQ. Is the Royal Guard's carrier Falcon bringing a message to you? Who knows? This writer is a real slave driver, though. Thank you for delivering this, Sieg. Let him know that I accept his request. Sir? What's that? See for yourself. Best of luck with your little trip. We'd like to know what the Red Constellation is up to, too, so we'd appreciate you looking into it for us on the side. Honestly. But we don't think this information is going to come cheap, Brigadier General. Okay. Covert. What's that one do? Combines the effects of haze and information. Okay. Oh, I didn't have the, that other one. Which one is it? Fine eye. Anyway, let's see. Let's try to get through some of these doors, actually. Black Arc Stern, second floor. Okay. Okay, let's give this a try. Let's do a quick safety save just in case. That enemy trying to sneak in too. No fight. Was expecting one. Report on the attack on Erebonia's Bracer Guilds. In this 1202, many of the branches of the Bracer Guild in Erebonia came under attack in quick succession. Perpetrators were an armed group, but all else about them was unknown, and the guild, along with all connected to it and the nation, fell into a state of confusion. Before long, the orbital communication network in the capital was rife with calls and messages. The situation grew increasingly grave. Intelligence Division, 1st Subdivision, to General Staff Office. At dawn yesterday, the capital's guild houses were completely destroyed by powerful explosives. According to 2nd Subdivision's analysis, explosives were likely set directly below those buildings in the city's underground waterways. By the explosive used means employees, this is the work of professionals, currently working to confirm locations of potentially dangerous persons within the country. A Jaeger member has been found among those suspected of entering the country illegally, confirmed to be responsible for logistics in the Jester Jaeger Corps, keeping an eye on other members of the same corps in the country. From Erebonian Bracer Guild to Liberian Bracer Guild Ransom Ranch. The Dawn today, the guild houses in Heimdallr came under attack. We were unable to contact the bracers charged with overseeing them. Request the aid of high-ranking bracers. This is urgent. We repeat, this is urgent. Bracer Guild here in Narboni has sent a message to the guild's Gransel branch. Judging by the content of the message, at least one high-ranking bracer will be entering Ereboni in the coming days. We request they be pursued and put under strict surveillance upon arrival. Two days after the assaults began, Cassius Bright, as Frank arrived in the Imperial capital. He assumed the position of provisional representative at the Erebonian Guild. After doing so, he assessed the damage to the guilds and called for the bracers assigned to them, had become scattered in the chaos, to reconvene outside the city. He also ordered a halt to all orbital communications to prevent interception by the enemy. By this point, guilds in 6 cities had been attacked, and the Bracer Guild in Ereboni was beginning to struggle to function. Branches that had not yet been attacked requested the army's protection. However, they seemed to be in no hurry to grant their support, making it clear they could not be counted upon. Meanwhile, the provisional representative was able to estimate the rough location of the enemy supply base from their movements up to that point. After choosing a small number of bracers who were familiar with the area, he sent them to try and find it. The reason for going with this approach was that he had concluded the enemy would build a supply base inside the country because of how strict Erebonia's border controls were. It did not take long for his lose the battle but win the war strategy to produce results. Bracer sent by Liberals Guild is confirmed to be one Cassius Bright. Bright's an S-rank bracer whose file in our subdivision has rated him as an L4 threat, second highest possible. He's also the man believed to have commanded the counteroffensive against the Imperial Army during the 100 Days War. Potentially pose a threat to national security, so he's being carefully watched. Track CB failed. Current whereabouts are unknown. However, as requested by HQ, we've not raised the alert level and have left it as it stands. So our bracers are currently traveling aboard a train. We believe them to be taking part in some kind of operation. 6 bracers assaulted the Jaeger's base. Jaegers inside the base were apprehended. We identified them to be members of the Jester Jaeger Corps. Discovery of the enemy's base revealed that it was the Jaeger Corps known as Jester who was behind the attacks. After this, however, the Jaeger's movements became much more passive and those two sides entered a deadlock. The stalemate continued for roughly 2 months. During this time, the guild representative made contact with the intelligence division, and began preparing for an operation that would ultimately allow him to bring the trouble to an end. CB has made contact with a member of our subdivision, currently in the process of confirming. Target CP has proposed a joint operation, intending to meet him again at a specified date and time. And this just barely can't read what it says there. Oh, well, some of the stuff on the sides there. War of 100 years. Military development ideal. Arms development using danger and generality. Phantom Thief Bees. Can't quite read the stuff on the far left, though. Strategic analysis of the Bracer Guild attack. Eventually broke the deadlock was a brilliant strategy devised by CB. Having successfully made contact with a member of the intelligence division, made them send a message to HQ in the hopes it would be intercepted by the enemy. What happened was exactly that. From the message, they were able to deduce the time and place the next meeting would happen, set about plotting his assassination. Exactly what CB hoped would happen. During the meeting, CB had also given said intelligence division member an encoded message. contained detailed plans for an operation in which the Imperial Army would defeat the Jaegers after they'd been lured out by false information. General Staff Office chose to go ahead with the proposed plan after a joint operation with the Bracer Guild. The Jaegers who'd gathered to assassinate CB were surrounded and forced to surrender. Furthermore, the remnants of their forces who were in other bases were also defeated after the initial prisoners gave up their locations. Several months after the trouble began, Jester was completely dismantled. Raising the threat level of Cassius Bright, S-rank Bracer effective immediately. Henceforth, he will be regarded as an L5 threat. He poses a severe threat to national security and must be placed under strict surveillance if he ever enters the country again. Confirm that the surveillance target left the country today. His departure was without incident. Handing control over the mission over to our foreign agencies. Transmission over. GSO Special Investigative Department to His Excellency the Imperial Chancellor. We've also confirmed CB's departure. We shall continue to pursue him. He has not shown any suspicious behaviors to date. We have yet to confirm any interactions between him and the minstrel. We'll continue to follow their movements. Glad I decided to go ahead and do another. That one was pretty quick. Let me just take a look on that armor, though. It's strength 100, which is interesting. Not as good. I mean, better defense, but strength is interesting. But I think I'm going to stick with these that give us a bunch of speed and some movement. Anyway, so we will take a break here. We're getting close to being done with the doors, but I don't think we're gonna try to fit another one in this episode. Hope you have enjoyed. As always, likes and comments are very much appreciated. Subscribe for more if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.